I'm recording now. No more swearing. Elaine.
Yes.
Right. It was interesting today. So I met up. Me and Sharon met up with Natalie, and we had a discussion and about team building, things like that. And something that she said to us that sort of struck a chord, that we take things for granted. That she hid behind the. Who's that?
Hannah.
Hey?
You don't remember Andy, don't you?
Yeah, no, she hid behind the settee when I came to your house.
Yeah.
Someone near me. Anyway, we took it for granted that people understood that when they team build, they don't have to look after somebody else's account. They don't have to do this. They don't have to do that. They don't have to do the other. And that's one of the things that was putting Natalie off, that she thought it was very much like Betterware, where you had to do a lot more other type of work. So what I'm going to do tonight, I'm just going to take you through as if you're a new person, and what I would do with you as a new person for setting up online, sending your registration link and stuff like that. So there's something to refer to on the video and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm just going to, where I need to share screen tonight. Would be a good idea. Okay. So first thing first. Can everybody see my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Just the basics to go through first. Obviously, you've seen the post that anybody that goes to the conference, if you haven't got a ticket, you need to book it now. Right? You're going to get a badge. Now, upcoming events, we've got this New Year's seminar for Dublin, 2018 on 20th. And we've got a showcase in Birmingham on the 6th. I need to know exact numbers as soon as possible, please, for each of your teams, so I can make sure we've got enough seats. 10-step success workshops is where we learn our system. Barnsley, I've just got all the dates for Barnsley now. First one is going to be the 20th. What was that? Barnsley, 28th of January is the first one. I've also discovered that Bristol is going to be reopening. Just waiting for them to come up with dates. David, put you on mute while you're eating, mate.
Sorry.
All I can hear is your plate going tink, tink, tink. And Leicester, I'm going to sort out dates. Now I've got the Yorkshire dates, I can sort out Leicester dates. God, that mouth.
Yeah. And
Peter and Jackie's rally next year. Put this in your diary. It's a year's in advance. Saturday the 8th of December. Just so you're aware.
If that doesn't give you a thing that Clean Easy will still here next year,
Yeah. All right. We were having a chat with Peter and Jackie about the business and how secure it is and everything else, and they're absolutely over the top. Because they're premiers, they actually have interaction with the management of the company. Anyway, so have we got? Nobody's come back to me with a product demo unless somebody's got anything prepared.
Yeah.
No. Okay. What I'm going to say about product demos, Jackie McCormack does £4,000 a month in personal sales, and £3,000 a month of that is coming on Facebook Live. I'm friends with her now on Facebook, and I can see her live feeds. She does at least a minimum of £500 a week just on Facebook Live. And the great thing about it is I've been watching her demos and that it's just natural. It's just as if she's having a chat with somebody. And she also, at that time, she does daily draws for an advent calendar. And when people come on, she actually books in, tells them when she's delivering, actually gives them time slots of when she's delivering. She's very well organised.
And now her party's local people.
Yeah. Well, she obviously she does quite a lot longer distance, but she sends that stuff by dropship.
Yeah.
And she has her last live event. She had 2,100 viewers.
Sure.
And she gets she has runs a little challenge throughout the event, and people who share, they pick a number. So she has her people who are actually on the event actually share the event, so she gets more people coming up. Her goal, her most she's ever had, is 5,000 people. Now imagine you got 5,000 people actually looking at your product. You know, that's how she's growing a team as well. Okay. But anyway, so we won't talk about much more about that. Okay, we want to talk about 10-step success system. So somebody says to you that they want to join. You've been through an appointment. What you need to do, let's go back, it's just what we do, and this is me not taking things for granted now, is we go on to our ordering site, we log in, and we go to Build Your Network. We log in here, and all we need to fill in is this little bit here at the top. The title and first and second name, the kit, and there's a whole range of kits depending on what they're aiming to start with. Okay, and then the sponsor, if it's not you, if you're putting them into somebody's team, the details of the sponsor and their email address, and then all you do, you send the registration link. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. And there's a list here of people that are, there's Padam, you see, of everybody that's I've sent links to, etc., etc. So I've got quite a lot, offer sent, arrived on site, offer sent, and so forth else.
It's not completed.
Okay, but as you can see, I've got somebody here from Ireland, Musa Ikram, who arrived on site. Yeah, I've got lots and lots of leads. So let's close off that. So they register, and what happens is you then get a registration that says, "Oh, looks horrible." You can then get an email. I don't know what the hell that was. You get an email to say that this person's joined. So then what you need to do is to get them started online. And the way we do that is I actually have on here, I'm organised beforehand. I actually have the new starters checklist in the form of a checklist, so I can go through it step by step, but I know what to do. So but I have it on my screen. I also have a new starters post. Those top sellers, top 15 items, and then we also have a Word document with all the descriptors. Okay, so they're all there. Right, so what do we do? Am I boring you, Elaine?
Oh, that's it. The start work today.
You're not used to work, are you?
That's the day, though.
Well, we'll know tomorrow whether Elaine's 15%.
There's something known about it, darling.
Okay, so I go home, and what I want to do is first of all create.
It'd be funny if it was 18 now.
Did somebody try that before and they couldn't do it?
Andy, can I just ask you a question?
Of course you can.
You know, on your Facebook, then on the left-hand side, it said Marketplace at the top.
Yeah.
Mine isn't there on my Facebook. I can't find it. Like yours is there. I can't find mine on there.
I don't know, because every person's, the way it's set up for every person is different, but it should be there.
Yeah.
But if you do a selling group, if you do a selling post, rather, it will always appear at the bottom of the selling post where it says post to more groups. It
Okay.
also says marketplace.
That's how I keep getting banned.
It's a matter of, I've done it, because I got banned when I did 20 groups. Yeah.
Yeah, when I do marketplace and it tells you to pick, more groups and it's 20 groups. That's
Yeah,
how you
well,
get banned.
I did more groups, but I only did 15 groups. I didn't do 20. When I did 20, I got banned.
Yeah.
So I just reduced the amount of groups. But anyway, so
Okay.
I don't know how that gets there, but it's got there. All right. So all I do is I create group. And name your group. Let's say, for instance, it's going to be. I use it with. This is something that Elaine started home with. And whoever's the person's name is, let's say it's. I don't know. Sam. Yeah. Home with Sam. And just anything at all. Add some people, so you add whoever it is. I'm going to put Sharon in. Sharon Bird. Unless you add people you can't work. Let's move you down. Closed group. And always pin shortcut so I can find it easily. Oops, I'm wrong. Okay. And then I just create. Now what I do is I'll choose an icon. You can choose anything you like, but basically I'll just do that. Okay. And there's the group. Now I put a photograph. Now what I'm using is on the desktop, new starters posts, top sellers,
God, you're very organized.
open. Just something like that. Save changes. And then what I do is I then post the first 4 or 5 items from the list onto that site for them, so they can see how it should look. So say for instance we've got this one. Copy. I just put this in. Paste. Okay. And I just do it like this. Get rid of the euros, because you only have euros if it's Ireland. And the video is that one. Well, the picture. And it's post. So that's the first item in there. Okay. So, and I just do the first 5 items. What I then do is I then message the person involved, whoever it is, and let's just say I'm going to search for, let's go messages.
Me.
Elaine. Let's go for Elaine. Okay. And I'm going to
I'm trying to read you.
opening Messenger.
Oh, don't do that.
Didn't mean to do that, but there you go.
Oh, you're talking to your mommy.
Where is it? Okay. So where are my homes with Sam? Okay. So then all I do is I'd let them know the message that I'm going to send them. And it says here, create a new group, make them admin. Send them 10 to 15 products and descriptions on Messenger. Make sure they're all in stock before sending, obviously. Okay, so I let them know I'm going to do that. And then all I do is from my files, which are here, I would send that message. Minimize. So I'm trying to keep it loads of screens so you can see what I'm doing. I would just send her this message, that, send it, and then I would attach the photograph for that particular product, which is that. And then second product, and so on and so on. So they've got all the products. Okay? And that's how you do it in the top first 15. What we then ask them to do is only when they've done that do they start, sorry, they must then post this at the top of their group. Copy. I'll tell them that. So they have to post that at the top of their group. And then what they must do is then start to add. They must then start to add their real friends. And the reason that you put the products in first rather than afterwards is if you add them into people into an empty group, as you add the products, they're going to get loads and loads of notifications, and very quickly they'll just leave the group. Okay. So that's how we set up the group. But then what we've got to do is help them get up and running. So if they live, let's say, in Peterborough, I start searching for groups in Peterborough.
I'm a lot smaller and I can swim.
So, seals. It says they're joined. So I would join as many groups in Peterborough if I haven't already joined them. And then I would start adding them to the groups. Elaine Edwards is in that group.
I've been.
Okay. So what you're doing is you're getting them ahead of the game. So they don't have to worry too much about learning too much. But you've got the group up and running. They add their real friends and then they send their real friends in a private message. Okay. And that's how we get people up and running. We then book in with them to do their fast start within 24 hours of getting started. So, going back here again. Direct them to the resources site, the checklist, add them to support groups as I mentioned, add them to a selling group, add them to any friends you might have, add them to external groups, send an interaction post. Now, I found a great interaction post today off Jackie McCormack. And I'm just going to post it to Andy and Sharon. Oops. Andy and Sharon's on my shop. Now, if I can remember where I saved it, that'd be helpful, wouldn't it? Add photograph. This is always useful to actually remember where you save things. Let's open this up. Desktop. Nice new starters post, sure of it. And I can't remember what I called it. See, you don't have to be clever to do this business. It does help.
Oh, we love you, Andy.
Plus somebody does.
Yeah. Someone has to.
Yeah.
You'll have a group called Interactive Posts, Andy, then you'd find it.
I thought you
No, I haven't saved it earlier on today. You know, we were going out to meet up with Natalie, so it's Natalie's fault because we were rushing.
Don't blame me.
That's not very fair, is it?
Somebody else.
I don't know what I called it.
Please hold.
Oh, bugger. Yeah, not very well organised, Mr. Bird, today. Not there. I'm sure I put it in here. Never mind. It's a really good post.
It's good to know that. Yeah.
The anticipation's killing me.
Do not. You'll find it when you finish this recording, you know that?
I know, it's really going to annoy me now.
PPP, Mr. Bird.
What?
PPP.
It's poor planning, yeah, I know. I just can't remember. I would have put it somewhere very, very obvious.
Desktop.
Yeah.
Who started post? That's annoying. Right, okay, I'm going to go to. I'm going to go to Jackie. I saw it on Jackie McCormack. This is new page. This is the lady I was on about. She did the training on the weekend.
And I thought it was good. Good training.
It was a good training. There's some of her live videos. So, Roger, if you want to have a look at the live videos, you can do.
That would be great. That's what I want to do. Yes. So I have to send out a friend request or something.
Yeah, I would do.
Mm-hmm.
We might be able to do it without going to a friend request. That's
When did you see this post?
I saw it on our website. I'm just going.
About 10 minutes looking for this.
No, I saw it hours ago.
Are you looking at the post? So.
I'm going to message him.
Maybe.
Some of our other live posts. Look, that's David Beasley.
Good God. What a good looking guy.
Photobomb.
Yeah, that just proves that we were there. So there's Jackie doing another one of her live things. Her advent calendar draws.
Oh.
I'm going to be sick.
I'll find it if it kills me.
For you?
Training will be over, you know that.
I know,
You
but
tell him.
Not because honestly, I feel sick.
that's one of her
Go to the bathroom then.
leaves that she used. If I go to the bathroom, I'll never find it. Oh, bugger. Must be an easier way of finding it. I know what I'll do.
Oh, Georgina, how are you doing?
Oh, it's just
Doing
past
fine,
this,
thank
it's just
you.
past
How are
that.
you?
I'm good, thank you. I started work today.
Brilliant. Are you good?
I'm absolutely knackered now.
Have you got snow?
No, we don't have any.
Yeah, that's the one.
Your 77 Christmas presents extra. I've seen that ages ago.
I haven't. Okay, yes, it works.
So how old are you, Andy?
Hey,
How old are you?
77.
That's all. 56.
Oh yeah, I've seen that post before. Yeah.
There it is. November pictures. That's why it's there. There you go. Yeah, but basically you have 77 Christmas, now subtract your age, now add 40, that's the year you were born, and it works. So I'm 56,
Yeah.
take that off there, leaves 21, add 40 is 61. 1961. The year I was born.
Works for me as well.
Yeah.
I
So,
tried it.
okay. So therefore, so that's how we get people up and running to start off with.
Well, if I were you, I'd save that, Andy.
Yeah, I have done, I know. I'm going to go now.
On your desktop.
No, I know where it is. I was only testing.
Yourself.
Yeah, I know. I should have realised where it was, but there you go. When you get to a certain age, your memory starts going.
So what happened the last 50 years? Not very often you have Andy Bird speeches.
It's been recorded. That's why I'm not saying a word.
Yeah, but you should have.
So there it is. I'm going to put it in my group.
Go on then, Trigger.
Found it. Okay.
Bob.
So there it is.
Gonna share it in the group.
Okay, so it's now in my group. All right.
Bigger.
So you want to borrow it, you can borrow it. It's important to follow the system step by step because that is how your new team members are going to start their team members. Can I also ask each of you to make sure you look at your GSA every day as leaders, because you've got a number of people on stop at the end of the period, and if they're on stop at the end of the period, they won't get paid their bonus checks. I'm hoping that everybody that's close to bonus has actually made sure they're not on stop. If you're not, please make sure you're not off stop by midnight.
You get it by check though.
Eh?
You get it by check.
Get what by text?
You get your check. You get your bonus by check instead of back.
Yeah, no, it's a pain in the arse. But you only get it when you come back off stop.
Yeah.
So, okay. So, all I wanted to do was just go over how I set up somebody with an account.
There's about 15 people that went home.
Who's talking?
Great.
Okay. So, has anybody got any questions on that or anything they'd like to go over or ask? Because what we got, what date is it? This is probably, it's the 14th, so next week will be the 21st. So, do you want us to run a training next week? Or
I think we should have a Christmas thingy, the themed party next week.
I'm planning a Christmas
And we
theme,
all have a Christmas party, like dipshit there.
Christmas jumper pot next week.
What?
We want online presents.
Christmas, yeah, I know. Christmas. Well, you're going to have. Can you all have? Elaine did a very good training a while ago about goal setting. I haven't seen hardly anybody come back.
I'm nearly there.
It's important that we've got things in place for the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't keep putting it off and then hoping that it's going to grow. Right. It's a matter of interacting. So next week, then everybody's going to be in Christmas jumper.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
We'd like you to share with us your top 3 goals for next year.
3 goals, really have one.
No, you're supposed to have 15. Not necessarily for next year, but it's 15 goals, which is 5 short term, 5 long. medium term, 5 long term. But your 3 top goals that you want to achieve. Because whatever we do next year, it can be 1 short term, 1 long term, 1 medium term. Because your short term is a stepping stone to your medium and long term goals. In other words, we shared it with Natalie. By the end of next year, we want to be SED, earning £5,000, and on the case for the following year to get the £25,000 bonus. So that's our sort of our stage where we want to be at. All right. So I've already done mine. All right. So, Elaine, are you now working daytime?
Yep.
And what is that every day?
Yep, Monday, Friday.
Okay. All right. So I need to know your new schedule.
It'll be after Christmas. It'll probably be 8 till 4 or 8 to half 4. But after that. Phones are not a problem. Just today I hadn't got a phone on my phone. So I need a phone anyway. So.
No problem. How's your back, Kez?
Not too bad, thank you.
Are you at the conference?
Yeah, I've got to book it tomorrow.
You got to book it?
Yeah.
Why, you got a hole in your bucket?
Radiate. How can it radiate heat out?
Okay.
Bed there.
At the top.
Padam, you need to book your ticket as well. Roger, you booked
Yeah, I've done mine, yeah.
It wasn't up then. Have you been for away?
All right, I did the head office, yeah?
In the night, it gets worse.
Does it?
It's like 2.
Padam, we'll try and catch up with you tomorrow, if that's okay.
I'll leave the heating on.
Tomorrow I'm fine, tomorrow free.
Padam?
Tomorrow I'm free, yeah.
Okay, we'll try and catch up with you tomorrow. All right, we're I'm just going to finish in about 4 minutes. Is there anything you want to go over, or shall I finish early?
All right.
I think we should have a fuddle next week.
Pardon?
I think we should have a fuddle next week and all bring some food.
I did it this week.
I know, we saw, Dave.
It was very nice.
And if you'd like me to sing to you, I will.
Oh no.
Well, okay, I won't be here next week then.
No, talk about now.
Oh.
We love you, really.
Only if it's Christmas songs, Andy.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells. All right. Okay. Well, I'm going to finish the call early then, so I can get these uploaded, and I'll speak to you all on an individual basis for the next 7 or 8 days, next 2 to 3 days. All right.
Okay.
Speak to you later.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Good night, everyone.